What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I'm BRAVEXHERO, and today we're going to be talking about weapon retirement. Now, the footage you're seeing in the background is going to be a competitive match. We're helping our buddy Bigo get to 5,500 points, and we ran into a really good team. So myself and my buddy Apathetic, if you haven't seen his YouTube channel or gone to it yet, the links to his channel are down below. He is a great player and a great YouTuber, so go check his channel out. Now, you will see that we came back from an 0-3 deficit. We came back and we won. You will see our positioning and what we changed. So enjoy the gameplay in the background. Now, weapon retirement. Let me start off by showing you 3 different weapons that not only are my favorite weapons in the game currently, but they took a lot of time to acquire. I first want to show you the spare rations. This is a curated version of the spare rations, and it only drops by doing a specific mechanic, and it is RNG based. I'm gonna give you this, the sum of it all right there. Gambit after gambit after gambit. I spent close to 48 to 72 hours straight. I never thought I was ever gonna see myself do that much gambit, but I put the time in to get that spare rations. The next weapon we're gonna be looking at is the Kindled Orchid. Now, this one right here, guys, I felt like I mastered forges. I've gotten every possible roll on the Kindled, and I was burnt out. I have literally done like close to 700 frames, and it barely dropped for me just recently. So overall, that is a lot of time to grind for this Kindled. Now, the last weapon, I'm pretty sure it resonates with everybody. It is a weapon that took a lot of time to acquire, especially myself, because that's when I transitioned into mouse and keyboard. So, it was a lot of growing pains there, but it's going to be the Not Forgotten. And for some of you out there, that Not Forgotten is also the Luna's Howl. Some of you out there took time to grind for it. For the Not Forgotten, for me, I got it the first season it came out. I didn't have a steady team at the time, but I put one together and we ran every day. Every match was a serious match. I'm telling you right now, guys, it wasn't easy to get. The first season it came out, everybody was grinding for it. The sum of it right there. I pretty much got this gun at 6 in the morning. I got a few hours of sleep and I went straight to work. Now, with these 3 weapons, it's a lot of time put into to get each one of them. It's a lot of memories right there. But overall, the amount of power these weapons hold, no current weapon in the current loophole right now captures my attention like these. So you know how I feel about leaving weapons behind. It's tough, guys. It sucks. It's like losing my vault all over again. But hear me out. I see it in Bungie's perspective. I mentioned it in my initial statement. These weapons, no other weapons compare to them. No weapons compare to the power they hold or the memories they brought me, the time I put in to get them. When people talk about losing weapons, guys, I feel everybody's, pain when they say, man, it sucks to lose a weapon, but there's more to it. How is Bungie gonna create a new weapon for me to chase? If I have some of the best weapons in the game now, what's next? What is next for Bungie to do? That's the position Bungie is in right now. It's like, I have this godly spare rations that I love using. What new 150 RPM hand cannon will replace my spare rations? Because there's nothing Bungie can bring into the game right now can replace that spare rations. They recently brought back the Dire Promise, another 150 RPM hand cannon, but I don't see a need to chase for it. On paper, my spare rations is better all around, and the only reason I can see the need for a Dire Promise is if I was a fan of the weapon model. That's it. But at the end of the day, that spare rations, that's it. I'm never going to go for another gun unless Bungie does something to have me replace it. I'll take it a step further. Moving into like shotguns and snipers, my Mindbender's ambition. The shotgun I take into every game, to every competitive match. Why is it that I've never grinded for another gun? Because I never had the need to. I never had the need to grind for any other shotgun because my Mindbenders was the best Mindbenders overall. So what is Bungie going to do? Sure, they're bringing the Fellwinter's Lie, and the only reason the Fellwinter's Lie is going to be something I use is because it's better than my Mindbenders. But imagine if it didn't come with Quick Draw, I wouldn't even touch Fellwinter's Lie. But since it does, I'm going to use it. But what if my Mindbender is no longer a viable option starting in September? Then I'm going to need a gun to grind for, which is guns like the 7th Seraph is something I'm going to be looking in to get because it is a Mindbender replacement. The Fellwinter's Lie, it is a Mindbender replacement. It's giving me the urge to grind for more weapons because guns like this are going to be sunset, which is why I'm in favor for sunsetting of weapons. I'm tired of using the spare rations and the Mindbenders. I'm tired of dying from the spare rations and Mindbenders. If you are on console, you're probably tired of dying from the Not Forgotten and the Luna's Howl. So how are we going to get new guns into players' hands? Well, you can either bring new weapons in the game with more desirable and more powerful perks, or you start to cap older perks, or I mean older weapons, which Bungie can't really bring new weapons that are more desirable, more powerful, because it's going to break the game in some ways. Think about it. What are they going to bring? Super kill clip? Super rampage? No, guys, it just doesn't make sense. What you're going to want to do is leave these weapons in the past. Now, before some of you start writing at the comment section explaining why I'm a Bungie shill, no one is saying that these guns can't be used. Unlike Destiny 1, where we lost our vaults. When we went from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, we lost our vaults. We lost all our guns. These guns are still going to be viable in a non-light leveled game mode. Think of game modes like survival, aka comp. You can still use your weapons. If you still want to use your spare rations, you can. Game modes such as classic mix, control, you can always take these weapons into that game mode. Basic strikes, and if you really wanted to, you can even use them in public events and just shred with them. Go into Gambit. In Gambit, all the AI enemies there, you can still slay out with these weapons. If you still want to use the Midnight Coup, you can still go into Gambit and slay out if you really wanted to. Sure, they're not going to be powerful against invaders, but you can still use them. Sure, you can't use them in the Grandmaster Nightfalls. You can't use them in Nightfalls. But I'm sure there will be other weapons out there that you're going to want to go grind for and fill that loot void. Let me know down in the comment section. Be like, Brave, I feel where you're coming from, and I 100% agree with you. Tell me what weapons do you currently in the past 2 seasons have said, I need to grind for this weapon? Because you probably haven't, because you have some of the most godliest weapons already. I'll end it with some final thoughts. People always complain about the Mountaintop, the Revoker, the Recluse, but sunsetting of these weapons can make it to where Bungie can revamp the perk and make it better and balanced. We all want a balanced game. So imagine if Bungie sunset the Revoker, but actually came back with Reversal of Fortune, but in a better way to where it's more balanced. I feel some of you out there when you say, I put hours into the Mindbender Strike. I grinded the Reckoning over and over and over. Shoot, blood, sweat, and tears went into the competitive playlist to get the Luna's Howl. And now it's all gone. I'm right there with you. I feel that, guys, when you're losing weapons like that. But if this is what has to happen for me and other players in the community to get excited about loot again, well, you can count me in. Overall, these weapons aren't useless. You will still be able to use these weapons in regular game modes. But at the end of the day, let's get some new weapons out there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy content like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And again, guys, who doesn't like free? If you found this content to be the type of Destiny content you like, do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up. It lets me know that you guys want to see more content like this. And special announcement, guys, I will be doing PS4 Trials help this upcoming weekend and next weekend. Why is that? We're coming up to 20,000 subscribers, and it seems only fitting to go back to my roots and help out people with guides and tips on PS4, and also Trials help to help people get some weapons like the Summoner and Eye of Soul. So if you guys want to see that, head over to twitch.tv/BraveXHero and drop a follow. I will be doing these Trials help streams first on YouTube and then switching over to Twitch. Again, guys, you guys are awesome, and thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. I will see you guys on the weekends.